Hello, welcome back to the spa. I'm very happy you decided to visit us again after your first treatment. I understand that you have decided to redeem the special event makeup package that was complimentary with your last treatment. Is that correct? Great, good. Well, if you want to make yourself comfortable, I just need to grab a few tools and then I will just ask you a few questions before we start. Okay, well, I cannot imagine that we will be able to improve on your beauty very much, if at all, as you are completely stunning naturally. However, I do know that for a special event, it can be so nice just to make yourself look like somebody else and to get into a different mindset. So let's talk about this event, shall we? Okay, so what kind of event? Can you describe it for me a little bit? Okay, so it's a masquerade, and will you be wearing a mask? Great, that will be exciting. And can you sort of describe to me how that mask sits on the face and any areas of the face that it will be concealing? Because of course we don't want to put too much makeup in the areas that will be completely covered up. Okay, so just the eye sort of mask. Okay, and just sort of a cat-like. Does it have any sort of protrusions coming off it? Okay, great. So some butterflies fluttering their wings. Okay, so that will really enhance those beautiful eyes of yours. But I think they will be somewhat concealed as well. So my thinking would be that the highlighted feature of your face is going to be your lips and your mouth, and you really want to draw attention to those wonderful teeth of yours. Is that what you had in mind? Great, so we could do like a perfected skin, so I wouldn't have to do much work in that area. And then we can do a basic sort of eye with some liner and mascara. But then we'll really work on a nice, bold, vibrant lip. How does that sound to you? Does that meet your imagination? Excellent. Well, I think we will get started with just a little bit of skin preparation for you. Now you have perfect skin, I think, but when you're going to be wearing makeup all night and getting up to all sorts of devilish things, you want to make sure that you can keep your glamour as long as possible. So I'm just going to apply some moisturizer and some primer. So what I'm going to do is I will just put it on this brush here. What I have is a primer, which is a moisturizer. So I'm just going to put some on this brush and then I will apply that on your face. Right. Okay, so let's just start with your forehead and I'll just it feels nice, doesn't it? Great. So now that will ensure that you will look the same all night, no matter what you happen to get up to. Now, I know for most makeup looks that you get done professionally, the first thing that would happen after the primer is a foundation. But what I would like to do with you, because you have such perfect skin anyway, and we really want to make the perfection of the skin a feature, you know, sort of glowing out from around that mask, what I'm going to do is apply a couple of different types of stains to your face, and what that will do is create a really natural sort of effect. When I then put the foundation over the top, it looks like you're glowing from within. Does that sound good? Great. Okay. Yes, I think that's all we need. So I'm going to start with a little cheek tint. This is just a liquid stain, and I just put a little onto my brush here, and I will apply that to your cheeks. It gives you that look of blood rushing to the surface and being in a state of heightened excitement, but no one will be able to tell that it's not 100% you, even if it is partly your heightened state of excitement. So let me just apply that to your cheeks. Okay. Perfect. Okay, and then in complement to that, I always love to do a little bit of highlighter. So this will enhance the sort of glow of your skin. So I'm going to put a little on your cheekbones and a little bit on your cupid's bow. And then I will put just a little bit under your brow bone, just so that that part of the eye that is showing through underneath the mask will have a little glow to it. Should it catch the light in a dim room, you may mystify someone. So I'm just going to do that in a similar way on this smaller brush. So we'll put that one away. I just put a tiny bit on this brush, and then I'm going to start with your cheeks. Okay, so if you just turn your head ever so slightly to the side for me. Great. You have absolutely perfect cheekbones and really beautiful cheeks. Now you're smiling. I can see where the word cheeky comes from. With cheeks like that. Perfect. And now I'm going to just do a little under the brows. So and then just a little bit on your Cupid's bow. So if I can just get you to put your lips together. Good. Yeah, I think that's all we need. I wouldn't want to go overboard with you because then we're just going to compete with your natural beauty. So now it is time for foundation. So I'm just going to use my fingers to do this. I think that gives the most natural finish. They are clean. I'm just going to use this Clinique foundation. It's a perfectly real makeup and it's the perfect shade for you with a little bit of luminosity to it. So you will continue to sparkle and glow. So if you want, you can close your eyes, that can be nice. Then I think I'll just go over a little with a blending brush. So if you just turn this way and now turn that way. Okay, I'm just going to do a little buffing just around the face. Perfect. So, because your eyes are going to be partly concealed, I think what I will do is a really basic eye with a little bit of enhancement, a little bit of liner, and not a whole lot else. And we'll definitely, as I said, make the lips the main event. Okay, so I'm going to start by grooming your eyebrows. they're pretty much perfect, but I like to take one of these and just give them a brush. I'm not going to put any powder or pencil through your brows today because your mask will be sitting against the brow bone, and with such a beautiful expensive mask, I think the last thing you want is for lots of makeup to transfer onto it, against it, and your brows are going to be the first point of contact. So I will just brush your brows into place, and that will be you perfected. Okay. Good. What can I say? I like brushes. Of course, I don't need this many to do your eyes, but it's good to have options. So the first thing I will do is put a wash of a base color down. So I need to match that to your face. So something from this palette. I think I will go with this pale white cream here because that is the closest to a nice neutral base color. Obviously you are very, very extraordinarily pale, and that's just normal, of course, for you. So if you just close your eyes for me. Yes, I think this was the right color. Perfect. Now the next thing I'm going to do is just a little bit of a shadow just through the outer corners of your eyes and just coming in towards the middle, just in the crease. Just to give a little bit of definition. I don't think that your eyes will be visible enough maybe to even see that, but just in case it is there. So I'm going to go with this warm brown here. Okay. Perfect, and now I'll just do a little tiny bit of eyeliner. I'm going to use this black. I thought you would approve of that, so if you just close your eyes for me again. Perfect. When you give someone eyes from across the room, I think they will definitely not be able to resist you. Okay, I think the only thing we might need now is some mascara. You do have absolutely perfect long curled eyelashes to begin with, so it would almost be a shame to mess with perfection. But on the other hand, if you do end up batting your lashes at someone, you definitely want to be putting your best foot forward, as it were. So now, of course, we only practice hygienic mascara use here, so I'm just going to take the original out and use this clean spoolie. Ooh, that was meant to be a spoolie. I'll use this clean spoolie on you, and this will then obviously not be used on another client. I know there is a special quality to your skin and eyes, which means that you may find mascara and makeup does not last as long on you as it does on us mere mortals. But I'm trying to use products that should last the distance, as I know how these masquerade parties can go if you just close your eyes. And I know that you will be partying well into the dawn, won't you? Yes, and probably into the next day. Kind of wish I was invited to this party. Oh, well, that's very kind of you. Well, maybe I will take you up on that offer. Maybe if you just leave the details at reception, and I'll see if I can free up some space in my bookings schedule. That's very nice of you. Are you sure it's okay for you to invite guests? Oh, it's your party. Okay, alright, well then you do need to look the absolute best. If you just blink for me. And on this side. Beautiful. Okay, well, I guess we're going to need to powder you a little before we move on to the lips. I like to powder first and get all of these skin layers done before doing the lips and make that the absolute last thing. You don't want anything interfering with your lips, so let's do your powder. I'm going to use this Flawless powder. Hello Flawless, it's called, which I thought was appropriate for you because when you walked in, I thought, hello Flawless. And it's just your basic pressed powder. We really don't need much of this for you. I'm going to use this nice big fluffy brush. Okay. You can either have your eyes open or closed. Sometimes it's nice to close your eyes and just feel the brush on your face. It makes me a little sleepy too. Great. Okay. Well then, the last thing to do is your lips. I had a feeling that you were going to want something like a blood red. Would that be an accurate assumption? Great, because I have the perfect shade for you. It's a MAC shade, and it's called Ruby Woo. And I'm pairing it with this red lip liner. And they are exactly the same shade, which is good. And this is a matte lipstick. It's a retro matte, they call it, which means that it is your old-fashioned, extremely long-lasting, highly pigmented matte lipstick. I wear this one quite often, and I find that it does not come off. It doesn't matter who you kiss, it doesn't matter who you eat, it doesn't matter what you get up to in public or private. It doesn't matter if you drag someone off into a closet with your mask on and have an anonymous fun time in the closet. You will emerge with your lipstick still completely intact, and no one ever need know what you've been up to. So I'm going to start with the liner. If you want to just purse your lips together a little bit. Perfect. This is going to enhance your teeth nicely. And for the lipstick, I'll just be using this lip brush. I just put it into the lipstick and then apply it. And then I'll be giving you this to take home with you. And press again. I think you look absolutely perfect. So, I think that you are going to have an absolutely outstanding night tonight, and you're going to be stunning, and nobody will be able to keep their eyes off your mouth or your teeth. And with that mask, I would absolutely love to see some photographs. If that is possible, I would love to see how it all comes together. Well, I guess if I do come along, then I will see it for myself, that's true. Why don't you just leave the details with reception, and if I can rustle up a mask for tonight, then I will be sure to put in an appearance. Great. Well, it's been my absolute pleasure doing your makeup today, and I really hope that I get the honor of doing it again for you sometime. Okay, have a wonderful night. I'll see you.